What's happening? I can't move. I can't... No! Hello?
Just walk right past me.
16?
No, they didn't tell you my name.
God damn it, I'm still in the Animus?
Quite a shock you suffered out there.
Rebecca! Get me out of here.
They can't help you, Desmond. You're a broken man. Your mind, it's... broken.
Broken. I feel fine.
So did I.
Hey!
Look at me now! Let's talk, buddy. Walk with me.
What is this place?
It's nice, isn't it? We're in the guts of the Animus. The original test program. No memories here, just basic physics, weather simulations. Hello, world. You're lucky someone up there had the sense to plug you in here. It saved your life.
Saved it from what?
Right now, you should be sitting in a hospital ward, drooling and chewing on your tongue. For now, the Animus is keeping you intact. Keeping all your ancestors from collapsing into one big mess. But if you can't find a sync nexus, all those personalities will smash together. That won't be pretty.
A sync nexus?
I'm getting there. Hold on. There. That thing is your way out.
You're screwing with me.
Here's the problem. Your brain is hash. Too many ghosts in your head, too many voices. So how do you fix that? You claw your way back into the stored data, you find unfinished memories, and you crack them open. Finish what you started, until your ancestor has nothing left to show you. That is a sync nexus. And when you find it, the Animus can separate Desmond from Ezio and Altair and send you home. Back to your body.
How do you know all this?
Because it happened to me. But my body, it's worm food now. So I'm stuck here. A word of warning? When you step through there, everything changes. Nothing feels normal. But you are still in control, and it's up to you to find your way out.
Right.
If you hurry, you might make it back in time for Lucy's funeral.
What?
Ah! Oh. I thought you knew.
Lucy. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. It was that voice. Juno. She took hold of me. She made me... What am I doing? What have I done?
It's Sean. Sean, what's going on?
Let me talk to him.
Be merciful, please. I am a working man with a family.
Doing what kind of work?
Digging mostly. It took me a year to find this chamber. And for the past 3 months, I've been trying to break through this door.
You've not made much progress.
I have not made a dent. This stone is harder than steel.
I doubt you will. This door is guarding objects more valuable than all the gold in the world.
Ah, do you mean gemstones?
There are keyholes here. Where are the keys?
These Templars found one beneath the Ottoman Sultan's palace. As for the others, I suppose the little book will tell them.
What book?
A journal of some kind. That ugly captain, he carries it with him wherever he goes.
Go home. Find work with honest men.
Oh, I would love to leave this place. But these men, they will murder me if I try.
Pack your tools.
The assassin must not get his hands on that book. When we reach Leandros, we will escort him out of the village. You stay behind and make sure we're not followed.
What are you doing up here? None of you leave until the assassin is dead. Do you understand?
Ignore me, Kirillov, but he seems to have found us.
Ame! Ame!
Behind us! There! You see him?
What are you doing? Faster! Down! Die, you bastards! Stop him! Stop him! Do you understand me? Nothing gets through.
Leandros! There!
Well, well. Look what crawled out of its hole to die. He's at death's door. Finish him off. Bring me his head, or throw yourselves into the canyon!
Used to be so easy.
Where did he go? Tara! I don't see him! Nothing.
Oh my god. Guys, I've been muted this whole time. I am so sorry. I just had a whole conversation with myself about Prince of Persia, and oh my god, I feel like such an idiot. It's been over 30 minutes of me talking to myself. Well, that can't get cut out. Well, guys, I guess I have that whole conversation again. I was just talking about how Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. So if you guys don't know who Iragen is, you go check his channel out. He's a great YouTuber he talks about a multitude of things, but mainly just talks about Batman Arkham, Gotham Knights, talks about Prince of Persia, sometimes Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, but he did a Prince of Persia video the other day, and I felt like it was fitting for me to talk about it here because, you know, both Ubisoft games, both beloved games, Assassin's Creed and Prince of Persia, and you know, Prince of Persia is really a prehistoric version of Assassin's Creed, if you will. Kind of Assassin's Creed before it was Assassin's Creed. And in a sense, it was Assassin's Creed before Assassin's Creed because, from what I remember, I believe that Assassin's Creed was actually supposed to be connected to the Prince of Persia games. I mean, there's a whole like debate on whether or not the Assassin's Creed games and all of the other Ubisoft games are connected. I think that's probably the case, but oh, there we go. I did not realize that I had to do that.
That dulls the pain.
Sorry, but yeah, it's Assassin's Creed's sort of a spiritual successor to Prince of Persia. In a way, that's how I see it. But they really are two different games, and Prince of Persia is one that I've actually never played, but I've seen lots of gameplay of it, particularly Sands of Time, and I've always wanted to play it, and I've never been able to. Whoa. So I'm really hoping, though, that the Sands of Time remake finally can see the light of day and gets released once and for all. Because really, we've been waiting quite a while. You know, it's been 2 years, and oh lord, and you know, it was met with a lot of backlash because of the graphics and everything. And you know, I kind of understand why that would be. Just because it's not that it's worse than the original. It's not. It looks much. You know, there's clear indications that it's better, particularly with the gameplay. But it's really just, it doesn't look necessarily like it's from 2020. Maybe now I don't know how much room I have to say because I've never actually played the original. I've just seen a lot of gameplay.
The book you carry, where is it? Niccolo Polo's journal. This will do you no good. Not now. We have found one of the Masyaf keys already, and are closing in on the rest.
What is in that library is not for you, not for the Templars.
You can have Altair's books, Ezio. We only want guidance. We only want directions to the location of the Grand Temple.
Grand Temple? Tell me more, now. Requiescat in pace, bastardo.
Interesting to see Ezio's kind of different demeanor as he gets older in these games. Alright, we are headed to Constantinople.
This apple. It is a remarkable piece of work. Feel the material, hard as steel, but very light.
You really want to be fooling with that thing?
I do. I absolutely do. I have been waiting a long time to get my hands on one of these.
Okay, you're making me nervous, Bill.
Don't be. I don't think I have the right genes to properly wield it.
Oh, but Desmond, you think he does?
Yes, he does.
What the hell just happened?
You were snooping, wandering outside the Desmond partition. So once the Animus located you, it pulled you back here. It's just following orders. Like a fail-safe program. Trying to keep your poor head intact, whether you like it or not.
What are you doing here exactly?
Playing. Learning. Waiting. A lot of waiting. I keep the Animus distracted as best I can. For you, so you can explore. Otherwise it might hunt you down like a little virus and, delete you.
Well, my guardian angel.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't get people's gripe with the modern day thing. I've always enjoyed the modern day stuff. And I only really enjoyed it when Desmond was around. I really don't think it's any good anymore.
Dear sister,
Layla is not very interesting to me.
Of Templars, and their motive is
and I
clear.
think it might just be the fact that I'm just partial to Desmond because I grew up playing Desmond
Secrets
in
they
these
believe
games.
will lead them to something called the Grand Temple.
But I don't know.
Whether or not this is
I just think
true,
it's gone downhill
I
since
do know
Desmond's
the
death.
library is real. I have seen
And you know,
its
he
door
could have
for
came back
myself,
in conscience or
but
something.
none can enter. Not without 5 keys which were sent to Constantinople with Niccolo Polo almost 300 years ago.
And I hate that they
must
continued the whole
find
story
these
with his
keys.
son in the comics.
The
because
Templars have already located one.
I don't know, the lore's just
They do
really
not know
messed
how
up now
difficult
and
it will
it's
be
screwed
to
up.
find the others. Only time, skill,
I think Desmond's son's like a
and a bit of
sage
luck
and
will tell.
all this crazy stuff. I miss when Assassin's Creed was... It was complex, but it wasn't complicated. If that makes any sense. Like, there was a lot to it, but once you understood it, it was easy to grasp, and it just enriched the story. That's kind of what I mean. It enriched the story more, and now it's like they add all these things, and it just doesn't really enrich the universe of Assassin's Creed, in my opinion. It feels much more mystical and mysterious in the games before Assassin's Creed 4 than it did after. Even though there's, you know, there's games I love after Assassin's Creed 4. I love Unity. I think Unity's a great game. Rogue is really good. I've replayed Rogue more than a lot of other Assassin's Creed games. And
That is Asia.
I like Origins.
Some borderers even the
I do
cannot
think
move.
Origins and like the newer stuff treads too much in mythology, though, in the sense of like gods and mystical beasts, which I don't
See,
really like.
I'm Otto Ten. I left Rome 12 months ago, looking for
Although,
inspiration.
I mean, I can't say
That
it's
search brought me
too
here.
crazy, considering like there
I
is
was a
some really
child.
cool like
My father told me stories
history
about the
stuff
fall of
within all the
Constantinople.
Assassin's Creed games with
You
like
must mean the conquest of
old
Constantinople.
tales that, you know,
I
I've
suppose
forgotten, like
moral
the
of
Kraken
story matches the
thing.
temper of the man telling it.
That we can agree on.
Güzel.
The weird creature in
Constantinius is
Assassin's Creed
for
2.
all kinds and creeds.
If you guys know that.
Students like me or travelers.
And then
such
like
as
stuff
yourself.
the stuff in Assassin's Creed 3 is awesome. The Headless Horseman stuff, all that is awesome. Or no, the Headless Horseman is in Assassin's Creed 3, but then there's like the Sleepy Hollow, or is that Rogue?
Work.
Or
I
maybe
was
it's
your
both.
age. My interests were mainly salve.
Incredible. I am surprised you got anything done.
As was my mother.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Effendi. I hope you find something to hold your interest here.
That's your wife.
I have faith I will.
Yardım edebilir miyim efendim?
Grazie, dear boy.
A scholar and a gentleman. You are full of surprises.
Very few, my friend. Exceed all mine.
Hoş geldin kardeşim. Unless the legend is a lie, you are the man I long to meet. Renowned master and mentor. Ezio Auditore de la. Prego. Forgive me. I have a hard time remembering that Italian gibberish.
Da Firenze.
The city where I was born.
Ah, yes.
I love the emphasis because that's literally what we do.
By your custom, I would be
Da Firenze. Not Italian Americans. They do it in a very crazy, obnoxious way, in my opinion. But you guys know from past streams, I am not a fan of Italian Americans. Like, not the people, but the slang, like the way they word things, just so not Italian. It's annoying. You know, I'm Italian American, but I'm much more in touch with actual Italy and Italian things than Italian American things. Do not go far from that. I guess I take too much pride in that.
It has been a home to orphans from Europa and Asia alike. You won't find more diversity anywhere else in the city. And for that reason, assassins make it their home.
I would like to see where.
Kesinlikle. The Brotherhood is always eager to meet the man who put the Borgias
His
out
death
of
just is so... it's a terrible part. I mean, it's a great part, but
Does everyone
it
in
sucks.
this city know I'm here already?
I wish he didn't die. He was a good character.
When I first set out, violence was so far from my mind. I sought wisdom. The contents of Altair's library.
Not realizing it has been sealed for 3 centuries?
No, I assumed as much. But I never expected to find Templars guarding it.
Very troubling, no? 5 years ago, Templar influence here was minimal. A small faction with dreams of restoring the Byzantine throne. But they're growing in number, day by day.
I think today I also wanted to... Sorry, I was just getting a snippet of the conversation there. But today, besides Prince of Persia, I wanted to talk about the Gotham Knights Harley Quinn stuff. We got the boss... We got most of the boss fight, which I wasn't too thrilled about. I thought it was really good, but I wasn't thrilled that they gave us almost a whole boss fight. Like, maybe just a bit of it. Like, the first part was really good, and then when she, hit the guy with the hammer. Hey, 50, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. Just talking about Gotham Knights a little bit here. But yeah, I think they really showcased Nightwing off more than they have before, and I was really happy with the way that they showed him off. It was, finally they have, like, a really fluent gameplay showcase of Nightwing. The flips are awesome. The acrobatics is great. I think for the most part, the whole dialogue between him and Harley that whole time was really great. And I love the suit they chose. I forget what that one was. But it was great. I loved it. And I'm definitely going to be maining as that one for sure. And I really liked Harley's voice actress. During the podcast the other day, we were doing the Speaking Nerd podcast, and Alter really doesn't like the voice actress they chose. He was like, I much rather would have had Tara Strong, and I'm like, look, I'm not a Tara Strong fan. For anybody that knows, at least her version of Harley Quinn, I'm not a fan of, and I don't know what his gripe is with the new actress, but I think she's pretty good. So that's just me. There we go. Let's go in here. Sorry, I was checking my controller's charging status. It's taking way too long.
It is an honor to find such fast friends so far from home.
You see, brothers, our mentor is not afraid to weep openly in front of pupils.
Do not worry. I will not make a habit out of it.
Ezio and I were ambushed on the way.
Ezio.
I'd like some of you to do a sweep of the area. Hey, man! And you, Ezio.
But yeah, overall, I was really happy with the gameplay they showed. I just wish they didn't show so much of the boss fight, because now we kind of know what we're expecting. I feel like their marketing should be more on the story side of things. I do understand, though, because a lot of people were complaining about the gameplay initially, when they were like, oh, it doesn't look as good as Arkham, or whatever. Again, shouldn't be comparing Gotham Knights to Arkham. It's totally different. but I can see why people would. But I think maybe that's their reasoning behind it. I guess maybe they're afraid that it won't do as well because people won't want to play it because of the gameplay, but I think the gameplay looks really, really good. Wait a minute. Oh, I have to get new armor. But, you know, I think the emphasis should be on story, and I think that was part of what was so good about the Batgirl 16 minutes of gameplay, was that they were really focused on the story more than anything in that video. All the stuff with Kurt Langstrom that they were putting a huge emphasis on, kind of the looming sense of control that the Court of Owls has, you know, just looking at the surroundings. So that whole video was great. And I think once they started, you know, focusing too much on gameplay, I think it kind of drowned it out. The story of, you know, how they're promoting the game. Although the Gotham City thing, the 400 Years of History video was great. Because everything they have done with the story stuff is great. Like, the Villains trailer was great. That was the best trailer, I think. Court of Owls trailer was really great too, the one that came out last year.
Where is your hook blade?
My hook blade.
The combat, yeah, I agree. The combat looks better than it has ever. Like, I think, I mean, I'm maining as Nightwing, I think.
Show me how it works.
Yeah, that is true. You're right. Yeah. We have only seen a very minute bit of this game. Perform every hook blade move successfully at least once. Okay. No, but yeah, you're absolutely right. We've only seen a little bit, and there's a lot that is going to be shown. Hopefully, by the time the game comes out, I hope they don't show us too much because, you know, I want the game to be a total surprise. Which I think will happen. I think there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, which is another reason why I'm so excited. But I just want to have a really immersive experience when I play this on the night that we finally get it on the 21st, which is, again, that's one of the, oh my god, what the hell? That's one of the most exciting things that's come out of this trailer that happened the other day, was a new release date. Just so exciting. They've really been going crazy with the Gotham Knights stuff lately, and it's really great to see. Yeah, I know, and it's interesting to me that they would move it forward. I mean, I guess they're just super confident in this game and that it's basically done now. I mean, it is done, but and I think a lot of people criticizing it don't understand too that there's usually some issues with every game at launch. I mean, give or take. Oh my god, I missed it. But like, for the most part, I really think this game's not going to have many issues. But they need to expect it to have some because it's an online game for part of it. I mean, and that's a big ask of a game this size, particularly. Like, this game is huge. And people could argue, like, oh, well, GTA is better, you know, in senses of, like, online play and stuff. But GTA doesn't have to worry about all these really intense, integral combat things, you know? And they have customization, but not in the way that Gotham Knights has. You know, it's like individual suits and play styles. That's the most important thing that people are not understanding. Is play styles are a big part of this, and it adds to why the game is
we call this a hook and run.
So. Oh, hold on.
Sprint at your opponent, and just as you reach him, use the hook blade to slip.
Yeah, and you know, I'm really hoping that they don't have to do too much. How do I do this? Forget, I haven't played this game in so long. That's right. I feel like there's another one I have to do. Okay, no, I did it. I think I have a future at these things. I mean, the only sucky thing is that August is basically over in a few days, and it's like we're not going to be getting much Gotham Knights stuff. Well, we're not getting any Gotham Knights stuff from IGN First anymore. So that's unfortunate, but at least I don't think we are. But
how about the bigger challenge?
Oh boy, this is actually really fun. I enjoy climbing this. I believe this. I think this building actually does not exist anymore. Tower. Sorry, not a building. This tower does not exist anymore.
Having fun?
No. I can't wait to explore.
That's right. Let the hook blade do the
Yeah,
work.
I'm really hoping they do have at least one more video. I love the double jump. Oh, so good. This one? Yeah, that's good. I love how the Ezio games always start off with a building climb. It's like you know you're in an Ezio game. Maybe I'm just partial to these games because I'm such a fan of them. But yeah, I really am excited though to explore Arkham Asylum, particularly because I want to see how different it is from Rocksteady's take on Arkham Asylum. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos that Arkham Asylum did something super original and unique in that they made Arkham Asylum a whole island with, you know, you had a medical facility, you had a penitentiary, you had a visitor center, you had the caves, you had the Bat Cave, you know, you had all this stuff. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm synchronizing. It's not letting me synchronize. Oh, that's right, it's a different button. I always forget that they changed some stuff around in this game. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Arkham Asylum particularly, and Blackgate seems really fun too. And I'm so glad that they actually added Blackgate and Arkham Asylum in the same map. And we can go to each of them hopefully in free roam. I just really want the open world to be inhabited because every time we've seen it, it looks as deserted as Arkham Knight does. I mean, there's a couple people walking around here and there, but, you know, it's Gotham City. It's inhabited. It's a lot of people. There should be cars on every street corner, buses, you know, it should be like that. I'm just hoping it's kind of like sort of a thing just for the IGN, excuse me, the IGN First videos, or just to kind of remove any glitches from happening or civilians getting into the way of the actual gameplay. But I really just want an inhabited city, like really bad. That's what we've been waiting for so long. And you know, we really thought we were gonna get it, and it looked somewhat inhabited in the original Gotham Knights trailer. What the hell am I doing? The first gameplay trailer that we got at the first DC Fandom. It didn't look as inhabited as I wanted it to, but it was still more inhabited. What the hell am I doing? I'm so sorry to everyone that's expecting a professional Assassin's Creed player.
Scout.
Well, I mean, kind of, yeah. I mean, some people would be indoors, but at the same time, it's like any major city in the United States is inhabited at night. Like New York City. Like Gotham apparently has more people in Gotham than New York City has.
Assassin! Help!
So, I don't really think there's a good reasoning for them to not have anybody at night. Because that's a good point, but at the same time, it's like people, especially in the United States, it's like cities are like as active in the morning as they are at night, or as active at night as they are in the morning. Chicago, New York, Philly. I live outside of Philadelphia, and the city is so lively at night. And Philly's not even nearly as big as New York. I mean, it's pretty big, but not as big as New York, and it's really lively. Even outside the city is lively. You know, I live in the suburbs, and it's pretty active out here too. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that that's not the case, and that it's just kind of a part of the gameplay trailers that we're getting, and just to kind of stop any potential accidents from happening with the civilians, any glitches, anything like that. I don't know.
Is Yusuf with you?
It'd be funny if Ezio said, I don't know what that means.
What is our situation?
We beat back the Vanguard,
Regardless, I mean, I'm looking forward to the game. The Gotham City looks incredible.
For another fight?
Like, it's the best Gotham we've had. I've said this for years, and I really am gonna stick with this for as long as I live, that Arkham Knight's Gotham, it has its places, but it's not the Gotham that we should have gotten, and it's really underwhelming compared to what we could have gotten. And I think Gotham Knights has got Gotham City almost spot on to what we have deserved for a long time. I do wish there was a couple more skyscrapers. Oh, that's right, I have to do these. I was never good at these. But the actual architecture of the buildings, the size of Gotham, the overall lighting and atmosphere of Gotham, my god, it's perfect. Put some guys up here. I suck at these things, I'm so sorry. Okay, I can just do Assassin Leaders. Another reason why I'm so excited to go to Assassin's Creed 3. Because I'm good at it.
Defend that area.
Defend that area.
Make your stand there.
I'm so glad I'm Italian. I can do the Italian voice whenever I want. Yeah, just August was a great month to be a Gotham Knights fan. Really was. I guess I'll put another guy there. No? Are they coming? Like, I don't... Oh, they're coming from this side. What an idiot I am. They put so much detail in the Gotham. The shops and building look awesome. Yeah, the neon lights look so good. I mean, I couldn't have asked them to do a better job at providing a city. And you know what? To me, the city is just enriched even more. Like, they got the look spot on, but they got the lure spot on even better. And I think that's one of the best parts about this game is the history. I'm so excited. Yeah, and like, it's they just, I feel like Patrick Redding and Jeff Eleanor just know exactly what their vision was and what they know fans have wanted for a long time. I'm happy that it's them that are in charge of this. Let's put some more crossbows. This part is so boring. Not put another guy there. Oh, I need more morale. Here they come. It makes it more boring too because there's no music. Otherwise I'll get copyright claims or whatever. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've been reading Batman comics since I was a kid, and I've been watching these TV shows since I was a kid, and now unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but to some sadness, to a degree, Batman is not in the game. I don't believe he's dead, but, you know, I do, you know, we know he's not in the game, and they've made a huge emphasis on that, and I'm happy he's not, because it gets to showcase these other characters, but it just sucks that we have the perfect Gotham with no Batman. We finally got the perfect Gotham, but no Batman. Oh, that's right. I have such an idiot. Yeah, I mean, I doubt. So, like, I think it comes more to a kind of conversation on whether they should cut Batman out completely, and I don't think they should. I think it would be really wise to fake his death, bring him back, and then maybe actually kill him off in some sequels or something. Because I think that having a world... I mean, then again, they've already established that Batman has been doing this for decades, so this Batman's probably been around for at least 20 years. So he has history with the city. And I'm hoping that Batman in this game has a presence even though he's not in it. And I think that will be the case because, you know, obviously they've made an emphasis on the Knights kind of taking up that mantle in their own way. Can I, like, do something? Is there any... Why is this... Without music, it's like... Ugh, I hate not having music.
Hold that point for me. Make your stand there. Make your stand there. Make your stand there.
There, we got 3 on one roof. Okay, here they come. Come from this side. Oh, there they are. Hello.
Secure that point.
Teamwork makes the dream work. God, there's a lot of them.
Make your stand there.
There we go. Oh, here we go. Finally, there's more. Gotham Knights just has me so excited to delve into the world that they've built. You know, it's been so long since we got a Batman-related game, too, so... Very excited. Oh my goodness. Now it's getting more interesting. That's an interesting theory. I haven't heard that one before. That's super interesting.
Make your stand there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that would be a good idea.
Defend that area.
I think that's the thing too, is like there's so many things going around about, you know, what Batman's role is and if he's even going to be in it or not. And
Make your stand there.
it's like we don't know for sure if any of the theories will hold weight because of how many theories there are. Oh wow, they're just running out, huh? One more and then we're done. Here we go. I think that's it. One more. This is longer than it should have been. I don't know why it took so damn long. Part 1 has been in... Oh, here we go. That's true. Yeah, I'm hoping that the prologue of the game kind of gives us insight as to exactly what's going on. Please break before it hits this thing. There we go. Thank goodness. Okay, we've done it. How long is the stream going on for? Hour and 6 minutes? So we'll go a little longer. we got some stuff out of that. That's one of the things I'm most excited about, and I don't hear enough people talking about it, is what's the beginning of the game going to be like? Because, you know, they have some explaining to do of what's actually going on, and I'm sure they're going to do a great job at it. Because the rest of the game already looks so promising. But yeah. Right, exactly. It can't be just that video. There's too much of a story to be told there. Like I mean, we know that video is definitely a part of it, but that can't be the main emphasis. Or maybe it can be the main emphasis, but there has to be a little bit more at least. It's great too because we're closer than we're closer to the game's release than originally thought. So it's so exciting. Halloween. October is. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And you know, for so long it felt like it would never happen because, you know, we got that whole delay, which really sucked at first. I'm glad they delayed it though, because the game would not have been ready to this degree if they had released it last year. So I'm glad they delayed it and that we're getting the game that we actually should be getting. And I'm glad that they realize that too. They're like, you know, it's probably not going to be what they deserve. And, you know, we've been waiting a long time. I don't think the fans give themselves enough credit for how long we've been waiting for another Batman-related game. You know, it'll be, how long? 9 years since Arkham Origins came out, and it'll be like 7 years since Knight came out, I think, next year. 7 years, maybe 8 years, I don't know. I think it'll be 8 years next year. I don't know. It's something. It's something like that. Oh my god, I almost shot him. Yeah. Me too. Because I'm playing it on PS5. The digital PS5. So I'm also curious as well.
Ezio, come meet my new
The game is going to look freaking awesome in 4K though. I can already, and in HDR. Oh my gosh. It's going to look great. Especially because of the neon lights of the city. It's going to be great. Okay, it looked like I was going to kill Yusuf there, but...
You fight like a man late for his own wedding.
See, by about 25 years.
I was too late to save the bazaar then, unfortunately. But now that my army has doubled in size, we'll
yeah.
take it back.
My friend AJ is going to be playing on Series S as well, or Series X. Sorry.
Hanging banners, extorting the merchants.
Oh my god, what did I do that for? Yeah, I'm going to be pre-ordering the deluxe edition probably in September. A lot of people have said to me, they're like, why are you waiting so long? I'm just like, you know, financially I gotta save, and I'm waiting as long as possible before I get the game. But I'm going to get it in September, probably beginning or middle of September.
Why does the Sultan tolerate this?
Sultan Bayezid is far away, Ezio. Warring with his son Selim, many Fersa northwest of the city. He has been away for years.
I don't like the Beyond suit. Well, actually, that's not true. I like the...
He is blind to all this.
I like the...
but your eyes are open, see?
I like the Red Hood one, but I'm not big on the other ones. But I'm sure there's a... See, the thing about the suits for that game is that people hate on them in a personal way, and it's like, they act like everyone should like every suit. And That's just not the case, and that shouldn't be the case with any game, because
Confident a smoke
every
will
game is
us
going to
here.
have a suit that I don't like and someone else is going to like. So it's like, if there's people that like the Beyond suits, great, because that's for them. But like for me personally, I'm not a big Batman Beyond suit fan. I mean, I love the actual Batman Beyond suit, but the ones in Gotham Knights I'm not a huge fan of. But then again, I have not seen what they look like in game yet.
You are full of surprises today.
So that's also a part of it, is maybe I'll like them more when I see them in game. My favorite one is Shinobi. Night Ops are really good. Yeah. I think the Shinobi one's the best one for me, is the Robin one. I love the Robin Shinobi suit. It looks so good. And I'm definitely going to use that when I play as Robin. I think first I'm going to main as Nightwing, though. I'm still kind of toying with who I'm going to main. Who are you maining as first? I think it's going to be Nightwing or Batgirl. I'm leaning more towards Nightwing just because I'm such a huge Dick Grayson fan. Yeah, absolutely.
Your turn. Make me proud.
Make me proud. Talking to the Grandmaster of the Assassin Order right now. The whole bomb thing in this game was just so... I don't know. Not big on it. Most people weren't big on the whole bomb idea, too. Because they don't really serve a purpose. Was that the right bomb? It was the right bomb.
There they go. Hurry, we're nearly there.
Okay, there we go. That was close. Too close. Okay, Red Hood, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Robin. Nice. No, don't go far. I'm not sure. I think for me it'll be like... This is tough.
This is another of our many dams.
I'm almost certain I'm gonna go with Nightwing first.
Somewhere among this rabble is a Templar captain.
Oh, thank you.
Kill him. Then
Sorry,
climb the
talking to my
tower
brother.
and light their signal fire.
I'm almost certain I'm gonna go with Nightwing first,
warns the
and then it's gonna be between.
Time to pack up and go.
It's probably gonna be
Create a
Batgirl second,
distraction. I will
and
send
then I'll
them
do
home.
either Robin or Red Hood, third and fourth. I swear, with no music, I can't express enough. With no music, this game seems so boring. I promise it's not this boring. I think Batgirl might be a lot of people's main issue. Yeah, I think that's why Batgirl might be most played, at least at launch first, because she's the most like an Arkham Batman within combat and traversal as well. That was one of the things I was really excited about Batgirl for, is the gliding. I'm so glad she's gliding. We haven't seen much of it because we really haven't had any Batgirl gameplay that's off the ground. Like, we haven't seen a lot of non-combat Batgirl stuff. We've seen, like, very short clips of her gliding, but I'd like to see how it... What am I doing here? Oh. I'd like to see how it actually works in-game. I'm sure they're not going to really change much from the Arkham games in the sense of how you glide. But... Oh, right after. There he is. But, you know, I'm curious to see how fast you can glide and how you build momentum. Because obviously in the Arkham games it was, you know, dive bombing was how to build momentum, and gliding was a very free thing. It felt very freeing to glide in the Arkham games. But also, I do think there was an element of... It was almost like godlike how quickly and how high you could glide up. So I'm curious to see how they bring a more comic-y version, because Batman really doesn't glide like all that. I mean, I've been watching BTAS for a long time, but I've been re-watching the episodes this past week, and Batman never glides. And when he does, he has a completely separate cape. He has a metal cape for that, and it was the same in the Burton movies. Batman just... Because it's really not... The cape isn't for gliding. The actual cape that he uses for detective work and combat is not for gliding. It makes sense, like, to have it all in one, but it's, like, kind of weird to explain that. Like, oh, is it just, like, a magical material? And it is comic book, so I don't expect it to be realistic in any way, shape, or form, but even in the comic world, there's things that like people like Batman and Green Arrow use that are still realistic things in that sense. And everyone knows who follows my channel, it's like, I am not a fan of the realistic takes on comic book characters. Like, I love Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, but I hate what it did to modern comic book movies in a sense of they took away the comic book element and just made them like situations that were in the real world. Like, that's what happened with the Batman, Matt Reeves Batman. And I think Matt Reeves Batman is the best live-action Batman movie we've ever seen, because it stays true to the character, which is the most important thing with Batman. And any of his characters, roster of allies and villains alike, is staying true to the character. It doesn't matter if it's real world or not. But I love the fantastical elements that are comic books. Batman is a comic character, you know? People forget that. It's like, I mean, yeah, maybe it could theoretically happen, but... I mean, it definitely could. But it's like... That's a comic book thing. For somebody to dress like a bat, have a bat symbol on their chest, jump around and run around fighting crime at night, that's a comic book thing. And to make it less than that is just... It kind of sucks, in my opinion. Because I love comic book Batman. That is Batman. I think that... And it really, it's all Christopher Nolan's fault. In a way, but I think it's because people kind of accepted that because they didn't want to see comic book Batman anymore, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because all the best Batman stories are the comic-y ones, like BTAS. One of my favorites is the Batman show from 2004. I grew up watching that, not BTAS. BTAS was in more recent years. Oh yeah, I love the animated Batman movies as well. Under the Red Hood is a classic, obviously. Under the Red Hood's a modern classic.
Desmond, think about this.
I love... Let me see what one of my... Well, Mask of the Phantasm, I think, in my opinion, is the greatest Batman movie ever made.
It could work. Just for a while.
And there's a problem in pop culture where it's like they say that animated films are not on the same level as live action films, but that's not true at all. I think some of the best movies are animated movies. Like in that case, I think Phantasm is the best Batman movie.
Sorry. No.
But Matt Reeves' the Batman is incredible. Like, it's almost on par with Mask of the Phantasm. It really is. I just think that Mask of the Phantasm understands Batman so well. Matt Reeves does too, but that movie just... there's something about it.
Desmond and Lucy.
The story's perfect.
Closer than friends.
Well, there was
How long
the
were you doing?
occasional misty-eyed moment, but...
Hour and 21 minutes.
She liked him, Bill. That's what she told me.
Alright, I'm gonna end it right around here.
That's it? Just interesting?
Interesting.
I spent a lot of time training each of them when they were younger.
Well, I want to thank everyone who joined over the past hour and a half almost.
I just find this whole situation
for joining and having some conversations with me.
quite sad. Sad?
I want to try and get part 2 out
Soft on us, Bill.
live, like, I don't know, tomorrow or sometime this weekend. It was great chatting with you, 50. Thank you for joining. And everyone go subscribe to 50's channel. I believe, are you on Twitch more than you are YouTube? I'm not sure. Or do you do more streaming than... No. Well, either way, you can go find 50 on YouTube and you can find him on Twitter. And everyone, be sure to join Iragen's stream tonight. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be talking about some Gotham Knight stuff. So I'm really excited for that. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out and much love.